Ladies and gentlemen, you join me in what can only be described as a well of tears. But we're going to show you how you can get out of these fairway bunkers. Nailed it, 10 out of 10. It's going to be a good filming day, this. Hi guys, my name is Peter Finch, and if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the content, and make sure that you hit the like button on this video if you enjoy what you are seeing. And this is all about the fairway bunkers, which so many golfers struggle to get out of, but not only get out of, hit good shots from. Because this is something you see time and time again with the very best players in the world. When they get into these types of situations, they don't enter with fear. They actually enter with the same mindset of getting the ball close to the flag. And that is what we want to try and get you into. So we're going to cut away to the Swing Quest cam to first of all talk through a basic fairway bunker technique before jumping back for that first hack.
So the first two things we're going to be looking at here is sternum position, which you want over the ball at address, and you want to be keeping it over the ball at impact. You don't want that backing up and away. The other thing we're going to look at is how you can shuffle your feet into the sand to make sure you have a nice firm foothold. But what this also does is it brings you closer to the ball, so it drops the level of your feet obviously underneath the sand. Now if the ball's sitting on top of the sand, you're going to need to grip down the club a little bit more, so hold it nearer the shaft. This also is going to give you a nice option to be able to hit the ball a little bit more cleanly, which we're going to get into a little bit more within the hacks as well. So shuffling that feet, making sure that sternum position is staying over the ball, and then it's really about keeping over that ball and not trying to lean back and lift it out of the sand. You want to be hitting the ball first and then entering into the sand. You do not want to be hitting the sand before the ball.
So hopefully that's given you some more information about the basic technique. This first hack that we're going to be talking about is grip pressure. Now, as shown in that video, you do want to be gripping down just a touch to try and ensure that clean contact on the ball. Remember, this will take distance off the overall shot. You are shortening your overall arc width, so it will take off potential club head speed. However, what we're also going to do now with the grip is, rather than have a nice relaxed grip pressure, we're actually going to tighten the grip as much as you possibly can. Now, this will cut down the amount of movement that you're able to have. It will restrict your swing a little bit because of the extra tension. So again, that will probably knock some distance off the overall shot. But what it is going to do is, when you grip on super tight, it is going to move your hands and your arms a little bit closer to the body as you apply that extra tension. Now, what this allows players to do is actually catch the ball a little bit more cleanly. So again, ball first and then the sand. So the setup's going to be the same as that Swing Quest cam. So we're going to put the ball position quite central. We're going to be gripping down just a touch and then holding on nice and tight. If we go 1 out of 10, 10 being the hardest you can grip, 1 being the lightest, this is a good 8 or 9. So we're really clinging on quite tight. Going to put a little bit of weight on that front foot. I've got a 9 iron here. I'm just going to keep that grip pressure nice and tight. Let's swing through and clip it away. I hope you can zoom in, John. That is on it. Go on, go in. Ah. What do you mean you couldn't zoom in?
I couldn't see it, man.
So the second hack we're going to talk through is actually selecting the right club to hit from a fairway bunker. Something a lot of people do is get, I would say, slightly over ambitious with the club that they're going to hit out, not allowing enough loft, and it's going to smash into the face, come back down to the feet, exactly where they don't want it to be. A great way to tell if you have enough loft to get out of the bunker. So I've got a 9 iron here. I've got about 120 yards to the pin, so it doesn't need to be a full one, but I want to make sure I get the ball first and turf and all the rest of it. What I can do is actually put my club down in the sand, so the face pointing upwards, step on the club face, so then it's flat, and you can actually see here, this is going to give me an approximation of my launch angle if my delivered loft was neutral, so it wasn't kind of leant forward too much with the shaft. Now, obviously, as I'm coming into impact, my hands are going to be slightly ahead, so it will dip a little bit lower. But knowing that this could be my delivered loft, I'm like, well, okay, I've got more than enough loft to get out. If I'm 200 yards away and all of a sudden my 3 iron's like this, I know that it's going to be smashing into that face. So I know that this could be my approximated launch angle. So what I'm going to do here, because John is such an excellent editor, is actually draw a line with that launch angle, what it could actually be. Then I'm going to remove my club so the line stays in exactly where it is. Is this okay, John? Is this working so far?
Yeah, I'm having to hold the camera very still.
And then I'm going to get set up and hit the shot, and let's see actually how close those lines come out together. That's another great shot, by the way. I mean, two absolute crackers out of this bunker. John, how are they looking? Do you not see straight away? Now, as already mentioned, within the bunkers, you want to be ensuring you get that ball first and then sand contact. Now, if you can get a little bit more of a steeper descending blow on the ball, that's going to make this a little bit easier. If you can get your club traveling downwards a little bit more, rather than shallow across the top of the sand, it is more likely to hit the ball first. So what I want you to do here is aim a little bit further left. That's going to actually encourage the swing to move a little bit further left as well. So you're going to be able to hit a bit more of a fade. But then also on the backswing, try and get a very vertical wrist hinge. So getting set up, swing it away, and then the club pointing straight up. Now what that's going to allow you to do with a very fast wrist hinge like that is actually come into the ball that little bit steeper, and again once more try and ensure that ball first and sand contact. So I'm going to aim a little bit further left. I'm at the back of this huge fairway bunker, so I've got my 7-iron here. I'm going to put the game ball position central in my stance, a little bit on my left side, very, very quick wrist hinge on the way up and on the way through, and just try and feather that little bit of a fade in. Oh!
That's how you do it, folks.
You're filming in 4K, right?
Yeah.
So you can crop into that.
I don't know.
Shall we go have a look where that's finished?
It's a long way away.
Because that's hit basically the top of the flag, and then it's kind of wrapped around in the flag and then dropped down. I should be able to see all those shots.
At this point here, we were supposed to be doing the cutaways, but we're now not doing that because you want to see where that ball...
We'll come back for the cutaways. We'll go down there. We'll go down there. So I've actually two really good shots in here. That was the first shot that I hit, and this was the one which I've just hit. Oh my goodness me. Can you just imagine? I mean, that is the epitome of a perfect demonstration if you actually hole it like that. It just goes to show though, if you talk yourself through a shot before you hit it, almost always, it's almost always guaranteed. I'm so excited, John, I can't misspeak, to actually be a good shot. So yeah, there we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well if you do like what you've seen in that video. If I don't get a like for it in that shot, then I don't know what I will get a like for. Please comment below also on what your advice is out of those fairway bunkers. Remember, if we all share, we will all learn more together. Just want to say a big thank you to the Shire for having me down as well and letting me use the facilities to film. And we'll see you down here next time.